Hi Aries, yay! I'm back right now. Thank you so much for being patient. I have not spoken to you, oh my god, in forever. I got incredibly busy, and I'm still busy, but I'm doing my best to balance everything, and I finally have some semblance of time off right now. So, time to shoot some videos, baby. Alright, so welcome to your May 2019 reading for Aries. Yay! Aries, very quickly, because I'm an Aries, I don't like to waste time, I want to jump into the reading, but I just want to let you know that if you do plan to have a personal reading with me, I've extended the wait time to now 2 weeks, because let's be honest, okay? So there's a 2-week cushion for me, let's put it that way. Doesn't mean that it'll take 2 weeks for your reading, but it could. So just right off the bat. Alright, let's jump right in. Okay, Aries, for the month of May 2019, what I'm seeing for you and me, yay, because I'm an Aries, is definitely decisions. Ta-da! So, I know this looks like a wishbone, and it totally even says wishbone, and it is, but the way I'm seeing it is that this month, you're being asked to make a decision. The decision is simple. It's either you stay the course, either you kick it, you relax, you continue to be patient and wait for something that is definitely on the horizon, or you move on and you seek new territory because you're just tired of waiting. And that, my dear, is the summary. Bye! But let's jump in and see the details. Okay, so what I'm seeing for you for the month of May 2019, Aries, is that you are finally arriving at a place. It may not feel that way for some of you, but the place I'm seeing is you arriving at near fruition. Now, let's just paint the context for a second. The context is you've been waiting, if this resonates with you, of course. If not, then God bless you and there's another reading for you. But if this resonates for you, you've been waiting, you've been being told to wait, you have been seeing signs everywhere, blocks may have been popping up for you, and these blocks may have been in the form of the other person that you're waiting for, or the job that you're waiting for, or just whatever your blessed situation is. But despite the very 3D real world obstacles and waiting and just frustration, there has been a 5D spiritual component to it. So every time you may have felt the desire to walk away, and this time you mean it, something pulls you back, or something happens, or you get a sign that clearly, and did anyone else see that sign? But that clearly says, don't leave. This is going to be great. Hold on. Just keep waiting. Divine timing. People are being corralled. Whatever the situation is, it's been hard for you to walk away from a situation because your gut tells you to stay, even though everything in your environment tells you, what am I doing? Okay? But what's so special is that right here, let's show you the cards. Don't want to be lazy. That's you in this lovely little sailboat here. And you've been following the signs and you've arrived at this little cul-de-sac. See these 3 lit areas? Those are all of these other options that are starting to pop up. That's the 3D world. It's like, yes, I've been following these breadcrumbs, and I feel like these are 3 viable places for me to rest my hat, whether they're relationships, whether they're locations to move, whether they're businesses, whatever. That's you connecting dots on the 3D. But you see that moon at the top? That is the very 5D, I guess, information and signs and guides that have been like leading you all this way. Okay, I'm just gonna give you a quick pause so I can go get my water. Hold on. Okay, thank you for waiting that 1 second, which was really like 5 minutes while I got my tea. Anyway, back to this reading. Thank you guys. What I was saying is that you've got 2 things going on here. Of course, you've got the very practical, real-world 3D. You're continuing on, doing your stuff, making sense of what opportunities come your way. But at the same time, you've always you've been having this 5D accompaniment, so to speak, the signs, right? The communiques from your angels, your guides, all those weird things that keep popping up that just keep pulling you back in to this situation. Now, what situation, you ask? Well, it depends on you. If this resonates for you, then it could, you should be able to pick that up right away. Is it a love situation? Is it a job? Is it a potential move, right? For me, because I'm an Aries, I always find that my reading somehow, maybe it's a gift to me, I don't know. Every time I do Aries reading, it just happens to speak to my life as well, so gracias a Dios. And sometimes I don't want to do the reading because I'm afraid. I've been really mad before at seeing what comes through, which tells me I'm being objective. Anyway, but in my case, it is a relationship that, God's been like, hold on. I'm like, no, ain't nobody got time for that, So this might sound familiar. Now let's keep going. Now, I'd like to show you these two cards because they go together. And also, this top row, these are just your main significators for the reading. But take a look. I don't know if you can see it properly, but there's light shining through here. It's like piercing through the woods, and there is a house in the distance. Now, what this tells me is that finally, this thing that has been in the energetic potential for so long is finally starting to manifest, and it's starting to break through into the physical. Let me show you what that looks like diagrammically in my mind. It's just like the different atmospheres of Earth. You have the stratosphere, you've got all those things, right? So this is that realm of potential. It's been in the potential, making its way down for a while, right? And here's the physical. And I feel that this situation is hovering right here. It's almost ready to break through, but even though the meat of it hasn't broken through yet, you can still feel things being put into place, things coming into place, words, feelings, situations are starting to line up. So that's it's like something's gonna be crowning soon. Pardon that's what it is, right? And I feel, and as I'm saying that, I'm seeing this thing like moving up. See this circle up here, and then ready to be like break right in through these trees to manifest fully as that thing. Because right now it's like a hologram, it's like things, particles, but I'm seeing it like right? So that's exactly, hopefully that makes sense. Anyway, that's where this thing is in its stage of coming into fruition, because chances are, if you're making the rounds and looking at all these videos, some of them, because all of them don't say the same thing, right? But some of them you will keep hearing stuff like, oh, it's going to happen. This is kind of in line with that. But I'm picking up that the reason why, Aries, you are just like so annoyed, right? Amen. And yes, I am talking to myself too, is because you're tired of waiting. Waiting sucks, like especially for people who don't have patience. We just want to get it in. Why? And I'll give you my reason. Maybe it's your reason too. I wouldn't call myself an impatient person, because I'm probably one of the most patient people you will meet. I wait for everybody. People don't wait for me, but anyway, whatever. That's another thing. But I wait for people. I take my time. I'm that friend that will drive 45 minutes to come get you, to drive you 45 minutes to the airport. Like, I'm that person. But that being said, I'm very black and white about certain things. It's, hey, if you like me, sir, then act like it. If you don't like me, then act like it. But to be told, by spirit or somebody like, oh, it's going to come in, just wait, and meanwhile I'm looking and this clearly isn't happening, like, that's gray area. So for a lot of us, if that is an issue for you, this is a lesson. It's a lesson in divine timing. It's a lesson in trusting. It's a lesson in being pulled and stretched so that you can be made more malleable. Okay, we're not about being rigid in life. The more rigid you are, actually the harder life is. So anyway, what I was saying, God bless, is that this thing, whatever it is about to be birthed, and right now it's really, really almost in. I'm totally telling you that. However, what I'm picking up is your frustration, and you don't there's a huge part of you that just doesn't want to do this anymore. And I also see, and I've got to be honest, that there are some obstacles that do need to be cleared up. But the good news is, it's while this is breaking through, this is going to be clearing up. So I feel that Spirit is coming in to help you move through obstacles. I feel that other people are coming in to help you move. Look, that's you, Aries, male, female, it doesn't matter, but that's you. Looking super cute, but super dejected. You're like, I don't want to do this anymore. And you're just immobilized by this frustration and by this give up feeling. And so, some of you may be just feeling like, I don't care anymore. Because a lot of times, part of the attraction to get something and the impatience is this desire to have it. And when that desire is not fulfilled and it's just dragged out, eventually the excitement starts to wear off, and then you start questioning, well, am I actually getting anything out of this? If I can do this without actually having this thing, and I see I'm living my life without it, then what do I even need it? Right? And that's what I feel you're getting to, and it could be a little dangerous for a lot of Aries, because we're just like, well, okay, well, if I don't actually need this, then what am I doing here? And then they leave. So, but I'm seeing Spirit and, friends, family, or whatever it is, coming in to help you. I'm seeing something else. Hold on. It's interesting because I'm seeing some fires back here. I'm seeing some fires back here. Nothing's coming in to suggest what that is, but that would be after you acquire this thing. Okay, so for some of you, maybe that rings true for you. Maybe for some of you, you're like, oh, okay, well, if I get this person or this job or whatever, that's when the real work begins. Or it could be, I'm picking up, maybe for some of you, maybe this is an interracial relationship, and, God bless, some people, are behind the times on it, and they are still struggling with that concept. But that being said, maybe for some of you it's an interracial relationship. You're waiting to get this person, you get the person, and then you have to deal with all the people around you who struggle, right? The struggle is real for a lot of people. Hold on, let me check this. Okay, make sure I didn't leave my fire on over there. All right. Interesting that I just felt the need to check if I left my stove on, and we're talking about fire back here. All right. So that being said, how can I interpret that? I feel it's significant. Let me let you know. For some of you, whatever this thing, I'm feeling it could be a grandchild or something that's waiting to be born. All right. If you have trouble with interracial relationships, you need to get over it, okay? I know this is whatever, this is entertainment based, and usually I don't flex hard about this is my channel, too bad for you. But in this case, I am going to, because I'm definitely feeling that for somebody out there, or maybe for more than one person, this is the birth of an interracial child, and you still have some stuff to clear up on the inside about race. And so I feel that this is a golden opportunity, golden standing out with the fire. This is a golden opportunity for you to put all that stuff to the past, okay? Put all that stuff. I'm also being asked to include stuff about culture. If this is a cultural thing, like maybe one person's from another country, just throwing anything out there. Say somebody's from the Philippines and this other person's from a black community, and they came together, and then parents from one side or both sides have issues. Whatever it is, let it go, okay? It's just, that's just all there is to it. Just let it go. And that's what has come up. And that's taking me into the next card here. Let me just summarize. And again, that fire situation that I was picking up is coming after the birth of this thing, this baby, this relationship, whatever it is. The fires come after that. So this is all a part of the time, as Spirit is saying, to clear all that stuff out of the way that you have on your end. All right. No need to give up. Okay. I'm trying to move on, but they're bringing me back. I'm seeing this. It's almost like a grandmother or something that is struggling, a grandmother or motherly figure that is struggling with this racial issue, the birth of a child or grandchild. Spirit is saying there's no need to give up. Like, I give up because no one's seeing my point of view, and I just don't believe in the mixings, and I don't. They're saying don't. They're saying they're saying break open. Okay, so these things are designed to break us. They don't break us, but they break the shell of socio-cultural, socio-economic crazy religious, all sorts, everything. And you guys know that list. You know that list. The politics, the ideology, the religion, the social stuff, the cultural stuff. There's a whole list, the economic stuff. All that stuff is just like this hard candy shell of ideology that enwraps us because, I just made that word up, enwraps us because of where we were born. That's it. That's it. If you were born down the road in another house, that's another thing. So see that fickle ideology stuff for what it is. And they're saying, allow this situation to break you open. Because once you, I got to do this. Once you allow that to break you open, you have access to the world, and then you can truly enjoy what it is that's coming in for you. Now I'm being asked to open it back up to everybody else, because for a lot of us, we're still stuck in the shell, whether what's being born is a baby or a new financial situation or a, job or a relationship, whatever. They're saying, breathe and allow it to break open so that you can better be able to have the joys of the future. Now, I'm going to say one more thing to that. I don't see what Spirit says, but anyway, I'm going to say one more thing to the whole interracial baby situation that I'm picking up on. If you do not allow yourself to break open, but as I'm saying this now, I realize that the healing has already happened. So whoever that was for, seems like you've gotten the message, because the energy feels different now. But I will say this, if you don't allow it to open up, you're not going to get to have the fun and the joy that is coming in sheerly with this child, right? And that doesn't just mean all the events that are going to be around the child, all the happiness, seeing the baby's first steps, seeing the baby do this, that, and the other, babies do all that kind of stuff. But also, you're not going to be able to get the joy of the personality, because I'm seeing now this child at age 9, and again, I don't really know I don't know, this could be whatever race, whatever culture, whatever it is for, but I'm definitely picking up on a Filipino culture here. Okay, so it could be anybody though. If it resonates for you, do it. Okay, but you're gonna miss out on all the joy that brings. So just align yourself, whatever part of that spectrum, whether you're the parent, the child, no, not the child, the child's a baby, parent, the grandparent, whatever, align yourself with the truth of love and you'll be fine. And that's it. Okay? Now, let's open it back up to everybody else. Everybody else also, please also continue to work at chipping away and getting rid of all of these ideologies that are keeping us stuck and also keeping us wanting to walk away from this situation. Let's go back to this situation. All right, so just a quick recap. Something is finally ready to be birthed into the physical. It's crowning. It's that close. And I think here we find Aries at a place where we're just trying to walk away because, we're tired of waiting. Now, I do see the presence of a contract ready and, kicking it right here on this table, ready for you to sign. Even the pen's super cute and it's ready. But you see those flowers at the bottom right? I see those, like, it's almost like... Okay, as I was reading this, first it looked like, they were going to fall in, like you're going to push them away because I don't want this contract. But now it's like you're pushing them off with your elbow because I'm definitely feeling, I can't explain this, but it feels like shame. Not shame, but like comedic shame. You're like, what flowers? And you push it off. I wasn't thinking about giving up. It's kind of like that feeling. So, which makes me happy because I feel that energies are changing as a result of the reading so far. So my point is there is a contract coming in that accompanies this thing. So for those of you who were thinking about giving up on this relationship, this money offer, this new job, this whatever, this baby, right? Familial connections, whatever, please don't. I think that some of you may be in a private moment still considering it, but now it's like public, so you're like trying to act like it didn't happen. Anyway, so this is a God-given thing. I feel that some of you are wondering, is this a God-given thing? The answer is yes. All right, that is one of the first obstacles to this thing that's coming in. For a lot of you, myself included, we're asking a simple question like, hey God, amen. Is this for me? Because I'm all about being on my path, my golden path. If this isn't my golden path, then please let me know. Let me move on with my life, because I don't have time for it. You don't have time for it. Nobody has time for it. Some of you, it's more of a religious thing, like, God, is this what you have ordained for me? Let's be honest, those two questions are the same question, okay? It's just, it's just phrased differently based on ideology. Whatever question you're asking, where you are wondering if this thing is destined for you, if it's going to bring you luck, if it's going to be good for you, if you're going to learn from it, if it's going to be awesome, the answer is yes, okay? Yes, 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 yes. So, those of you like, why am I waiting so long for this guy? Obviously, he doesn't like me. Well, you're waiting because something inside of you, and something outside of you as well, is reminding you to hold on, because this is something that's going to be great for you. And when great things are being ready to be born, thank you, God, when great things are being ready to be born, it takes time, Listen, we can all make some cheap thing and sell it in 1 second for 99 cents, but the good things take time sometimes, and this is one of those things. Now, I'm going to take a quick sip of this. Bing! Give me 1 sec. Yum. Okay, let's continue. Let's look at some more obstacles that you've been going through, Aries, and we're just looking at the summary situation here. One of the obstacles that I told you is ideology. That's blocking you. Remember, right now we've got to clear the way, right? As this thing is coming in. This is a simultaneous or same time action. This thing is coming in, it's starting to manifest, it's starting to crown into the physical, but in the meantime, while you're sitting there ready to give up, Spirit is stepping in to help you to clear the way and get ready for this. Maybe this reading is part of that, okay? One of those obstacles has been lack of patience. Dude, I don't blame you. We're waiting too long. Sorry, that was me. That was me. I'll own that. So one thing is lack of patience. And that is real. This other person, this other situation is literally taking too long. Number 2, ideology. We've got some ideologies that need to crack open. Really, really, really. And it wasn't just for that one situation with the baby that I was picking up on. We need to be more flexible. We need to learn to love more. We need to have more compassion. Whatever. Insert here. We all have different things we're learning. That those are other obstacles that are being worked on while we're waiting. Another thing is that I'm seeing that you've been waiting so long, Aries, that other things are starting to look good. It's like, wait, is this person even coming? Oh, sorry, excuse me. The third obstacle is we didn't know whether or not this was actually the best path for us, whether God ordained it, whether it's along our the path of our highest good, whether it'll bring us our best happiness or joy, whatever your wording is. That was the third obstacle of not knowing. And Aries people don't like to not know, because it starts to get lumped into I'm wasting my time territory. So the answer to that is yes, it is worth waiting for. Okay, so those are 3 obstacles. The fourth one is that you've been waiting so long that you're starting to wonder, what else is out there, right? Take a look, especially when it comes to relationship. See this lady, she's got this contract here, this book, and it's there, and she's heard about it, and this and that, and she's holding it, but you know what? Look at her face. She's looking out onto the horizon. It's like, well, I've lived so long without this thing. I've been existing so much without the snuggles, in my case. The snuggles, the cuddles, the this and that I've been wanting for so long. After a while, I'm like, well, maybe this isn't the guy for me. I know, God, you're saying he's getting ready, whatever, and he's doing his thing while I'm doing my thing, but, after all this time, I guess I could go somewhere else and get it. That's the fourth obstacle that a lot of you are starting to feel, the options. The fifth, very real obstacle that I'm seeing, and I'll show you the cards too. See this cute little butterfly? That's the thing that is being born. But look at you, you're that mama bird with her cute little baby birds. Oh, one worm? Okay, good luck. Right? But the point I'm making is that you've got real stuff to deal with in the daily. That daily grind is real. Yes, you want that new job, but look, you still have to put food on the table. They're asking you to take risks. So what I'm seeing here is risk aversion, okay? So, yeah, thank you. It's risk aversion. A lot of you don't want to take the risk involved with going towards that new relationship, going towards that new ideology of interracialness, going towards that new job, moving out of town, whatever it is, because there's risk involved. And also, you need this thing to slide in and hit the ground running so you can jump on. You don't have time in your mind in your mind. You don't have time and resources to just stop what you're doing and then jump on this thing. You know, that's the mentality that I'm seeing. It's so thick for you, Aries. I don't know if thick is the word, but it's so prevalent right now in your energy field for you, Aries, that I literally got this faded card. Look, along with the contract card, right? It says faded meeting. This is a faded situation that you're dealing with. All of you, if this is resonating with you, it's coming in, it's for you. But look at that clock. It's like you're waiting so long. You're starting to become disinvested. Maybe I made that word up. Uninvested in this thing. Look, because I don't know if you can see, but there's a lovely arch here, whatever. Lovely circular reflection of light, but it's not even touching your head, you know, because you're starting to like back out. You're like, oh, hi, you're here. You know, it's like you're caught up in a mindset, is what they're saying. You're caught up okay, this is what they're saying. They're saying you're caught up in a mindset that only serves to dispossess you of the moment and the riches in the moment. Ooh, okay, get it, spirit, get it. All right, so that you're basically, let me translate what they're trying to say, is that you're stepping out of the bounty that's coming in for you. You're the one stepping out of your wishes fulfilled situation. You asked for it, it's coming in, but you are pulling yourself back because of those 5 obstacles that I told you about. And I would love to list them all again, but I forgot all. I mean, there's so many, so you can do a nice rewind. So the point is, stay the course. Stay the course, absolutely stay the course, okay? Let's move down here. So let me take a sip first of my drink. Okay, so I'm seeing you here as the Emperor, looking super cute, Aries. But you see that insignia, that sun that's engraved on his chest? Yeah, it's underneath the little red thing that he's wearing. Cute. As I'm seeing it, it's moving. Okay, and I'll explain that. Let me just put this back, sharpen the camera, and get back over here. Now, on some level, you felt that maybe when people were like, okay, hold on, just wait for this thing. Wait for this man, wait for this job, wait for this woman, wait for this move, wait for this baby, wait for whatever it is. You thought in the beginning, okay, it's easy, just throw this ball through this ankh hoop, like done. But I think that you've gotten to a point where you found out that the waiting game has just been way too long. You've just been having to do so much just to stay invested. I think, though, that has not come in vain. I think that while you were doing that, there were other things that you were working on. Spirit had you clearing and doing all sorts of stuff. And maybe you didn't realize it. But if you look back to who you were at the beginning, when you were told this, aren't you like totally different? Didn't you learn a thing or two? That's how that works. Okay, brings you and this other situation or person into alignment. Now, that being said, as I'm seeing this sun, I'm seeing it starting to come out a little bit. Before, I was seeing it really shrouded by this cloth that he's wearing. And what that told me is like, you didn't want to play anymore. It's like, I'm done. I don't care about the illumination that's coming with it. I'm just done with it. But what I'm seeing here is that it's wanting to come out. It's literally moving as I'm seeing it. So it's wanting to come out. And I think that the spirit is trying to say this has been a concerted effort between so many people. And I'm seeing just like all these people, your spirit friends and family, as I like to call them, your spirit guides, your angels, your watchers, they're saying, your guards, just people that you've asked to help you in this moment, teacher guides, people on this plane here on earth, all sorts of people have been coming in to help you reach your goal. And that's it, plain and simple. And they want you to acknowledge that, because they see you as sitting here and being like imagine you being asked, okay, sir, or ma'am, your party will be with you in just a little bit. Please have a seat. You're just sitting here, but you don't know what's going on behind the scenes as they try to literally align people all over. I mean, how much alignment had to go into getting me to this moment, to read this, for you to listen and to have the decision to tune in and to be in the right place at the right time. All of that stuff, these are people working towards your goal. And so I guess all of us, myself included, give me a little lecture too, we have to say thank you and have that gratitude. And we have to, I'm feeling some of us eye rolling hard, again, that hard eye roll, there's a frustration, right? But it's true, it really is true. And so Spirit is asking us to remember, oh, they're so cute. They have such good senses of humor. I'll show you this picture. They're showing that for us, we're thinking, okay, it's easy to throw this ball through this hoop. But they're like, see that star? They're like, we're the one throwing that ball through that hoop. Like, you get to throw this, but we're literally moving the stars and doing all sorts of stuff. So you can feel that in your one moment of ball through hoop that you did that. But it's like, it's a lot. That's them verbatim. Okay. Anyway. All right, so what I'm seeing here, and put that back because I want to show you. What I'm seeing here is you, okay? Look at this. This is the same thunder field. I'm just going to call it that, thunder plane. Because look, see how the thunder goes up, the thunder goes down, okay? They're on the same field. They're in the same area. But what I'm seeing is that's you. You've been trying to enter where you cannot enter yet, Aries. That's all there is to it, and you're frustrated. But what they're saying is to get grounded. You're the horse, get Pegasus, God bless. Get down onto the ground, get grounded. Have the light of illumination, of spirit, and be illuminated. Get on that horse. Be illuminated. You're still walking through all of this craziness and this energy, but they want you to know that you also have a role to play in it. Thank you, Spirit. And that role is simple. Just be grounded. Wait, be grounded, take care of business, live in the moment. They're saying you're dispossessing yourself. Oh, excuse me. They're saying we are dispossessing ourselves of the present moment. And why? Because we're so worried, we're so stressed, we're trying to shake the spot, which is slang for leave. We're trying to leave, but they're saying to stay focused. Let's move down here. Ta-da! Oh, okay. Wow. Some heavy hitters, okay? They really came in. Here they are. It's like, okay? So I know these look like regular cards, but the energies that I'm feeling is definitely Archangel Michael coming. Okay, my phone rang, had to get that. Anyway, back. Yeah, so Archangel Michael, look how he looks really serious. Whenever I get this guy, it's like, right? And then we have Justice here on this left side, and then we have the High Priestess here. But the way I see it is, this is showing me karmic balancing. This is showing me getting things clear, out of the way. What does that mean? Clearing those obstacles. Listen, you want the man or the woman, but are you really a good mate for that person at this time yet? I know some of you are like, yeah, he's the one who's still drinking. Okay, first of all, no shouting. But, you know, there are things that we need to clean up as well, right? So there are things we're working on, how to be more flexible, how to have more compassion, all sorts of stuff. Also very real things they're saying, very real, tangible things, like getting our finances in order, working on our health, all sorts. They're saying visiting the dentist. I'm hearing the word orthodontist for somebody, okay? So there, I'm also hearing, maybe this is maybe like 0.1 person, I don't know, court cases, handling court cases, doing things, thank you, doing things that get existing issues out of your way. For example, if you're still going through a court case from the past, you want to clear that up, you want to get a settlement on that, you want to do whatever it is that you need to do with that, so that you, when you meet this person or when you're finally together with this person, you can give them all of you. And that's what I'm seeing. So they're saying that they really are working on you as well. Why? So they can get things cleared and ready. And then, you know, here, they said that over here as well. And again, this is a simultaneous action. As this thing is being birthed into your reality, they're clearing stuff up for you. So that's his message. He's like, hey man, hey. And then this bird, I see it getting close to this sword. And they're saying, it's almost like if the sword is vibrating, you're hearing it. it's in the ground, so they're like, get grounded, right? Get grounded, still your energy, focus your energy. This bird is getting into the sword to get focused, right? This is the dichotomy we saw here. This is you trying to enter, doing too much. They're saying, no, don't do so much. You are the horse in that one. Anyway, get on your horse, get on the ground, get on the horse, listen to spirit, and move gingerly through this situation. Why? Because you're not just waiting just in the waiting room. No, you're working on stuff. And at the same time, there's a karmic contract here. All right, they're saying there's a karmic contract that is actually going to be very fruitful for you. Actually, there's a pomegranate. Let me just take a quick sip while you look at the cards. I wish that you can feel the energy. I wish that you could feel the energy of this. Here's how I'll explain this energy of these three. Okay? They're the big guns. They've come in for this reading to say that, okay? So that's with some gravitas. That's how I say that. Okay? So basically, these three are letting us know that not only is this a divine, oh, hey, thank you. I was going to say situation, but they said divine institution. Yes, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, very, very much like they're the authority, okay? Listen, I'm just reading the cards. I have no authority here. I'm just a messenger. But they're here to tell you that this is happening. It's happening, okay? But you have to play your part, get focused. Whatever is keeping you unfocused from focusing on this thing, remember the 5 obstacles we said? They're saying you got to move through it. And those are just at least 5 obstacles. There could be more. All right? Let's continue on, because look at the dangers. This is if I'm reading your energy right now, Aries. God bless you. Look. Ba-ba. First of all, Aries, super cute, right? But take a look. You've got this golden egg. You've got it. You've got the light. But listen, you've got the light. You've got the staff. This shows me you've gotten the mobility they've given you. You've found the clues. You've gotten to where they've asked you to go. There is the egg, and they acknowledge that yes, you have been waiting a while, but it's not just waiting for other people. It's also waiting for you as well. But see, you've got everything. 1, 2, 3. And you got to the place they told you, but you're starting to stray in your mind. Look, he's looking past the egg. There's a golden egg in front of you. Hello, in front of us, by the way. But look, see, now these things they've given us are starting to have like serpents on them, because we're starting to think twice. We're starting to wonder, are there other options for us? Like, is this the right thing for us? Look at this other card right here. And I think that a lot of that has to do is because with you being alone, you know, you're like, well, I'm just trying to, you tell me 1 and 1 is going to be 2, but here I am 1 for all this time. See your cloak here? It's almost like they're trying to pull you, stop you from moving past, okay? So if this is resonating with you, please don't move on from this situation. It's going to be super fruitful. Take a look here. You know, it's beautiful, but look at you. You have a cute little head bump there. You're right here, in case you were wondering. Anyway, that's your head bump. You're focusing on other stuff, and look what's happening to this opportunity. It's being overgrown. It's dying. It's whatever, right? So there's this cute little bird coming in, spirit, like, hey, man, what you doing? Are you paying attention to other things? I need your attention over here. That's what they're saying. Another card showing this is that here you are in this home on this balcony overlooking this home they told you to be at, but yet here you are looking out and wondering what other options are available for you. So long story short, those are just 3 cards that reiterate the same thing. They're saying you're getting too distracted. They understand why, but they're saying there's a rhyme and reason for everything. Okay, let's move on. What I'm seeing here in these 3 cards, let's pull them over so you could see too. Okay. What I'm seeing here in these 3 cards is that, see, look at these cups. These show me wishes fulfilled. Those are wishes fulfilled, but look, it's nighttime, and you've just been waiting. You're like, okay, I keep hearing about all these wishes that are going to be fulfilled, but I'm kicking it at this beach, and nothing's happening. And here is this thing coming in for you like it's literally right there, okay? But here's where we find you in this hangman position. But in this card, you are these 2 people on both sides, and this is this opportunity. It's like part of you is like, oh, it's here. All right, let's cut him down. Let's get this opportunity rolling. But then the other side of you is like, well, hold on a second. Wait a minute. Why? I mean, look at all these other opportunities we have. Maybe we can, listen, you and me, kid, if we leave this opportunity here and we go out, we can probably find something better, don't you think? I mean, if it was for us anyway, why would it take so long, right? See, that's that serpent talking. Meanwhile, this one's like, let's cut it down. This is you. This is your energy. It's too split. And it's gotten to the point where you've gotten so comfortable with it. Now, for some of you, you may be waiting for romance to blossom in a relationship that's already established. Like, you're feeling it. You guys are together. You may be even hanging out, all sorts of stuff. But dude, when are we taking it to the next level, right? I'm seeing that here. It's like, yay, man and his dog. Great. We're here. Got it. Good. But it's like boring because like, when are we going to get it on? Or when is the ball going to be rolling? Okay, great. I hear this new VP position is open and I could possibly slide into it. Great. I see it's still open, but wait, why am I not there yet? What's going on? So that's that feeling. So again, it's kind of reiterating everything that's been said, and that this thing is already almost here. You're antsy. They're trying to get you to shore up your energy, get grounded, focus on that. Any thoughts that come up like, I don't know, this might not be for me, get rid of it, because those are those serpent thoughts, okay? In fact, over there, which we'll get to later, there's the temptation card. It's a devil card, okay? So that's all thoughts in your mind. Now, let's take a look here. Look at these guys. This is a crazy card, right? Look at that. Interesting. Wow, he's been through a lot. Now, while you're waiting for this thing to be born, because it's not quite there yet, but it's going to come out to shoot at some point, right? While you're waiting for it, you've got a lot of time, or so you feel, right? So you've been kind of hanging out, you've been looking at yourself. So what they're saying is use this time to do these 3 things. Thank you, Spirit. Number 1, while you're waiting, take a look at yourself. What else needs to be cleared up with you? Are there things that you need to let go of? Ideologies, exes, habits, whatever it is. Sit, relax, even if it's just go to the spa, do some self-care, do that. Number 2, they're saying, get back on your horse. God bless. That came out really strong. You're like, get back on your horse, right? That's what I felt when I said it. Anyway, they're saying, get back on your horse. Know that you have what it is that you seek. You have it already. You're just waiting for it to come into the physical, but you have it. And they're saying, act like it, okay? Act like it. Yeah, shore up, buddy. All right? This is victory. So they're saying, act like you have what you want, and that's whatever's coming in for you. Get back on there. Don't be afraid to put in the work. That's the Knight of Pentacles. Put in the work. And at the same time, they're saying to emotionally stay open to this, right? Wait for it. Just be happy, enjoy what's coming in, and be that awesome Aries that you know you can be. Now, we know that mature Aries people wait. Mature Aries people wait. Mature Aries people finish what they started. Now, how many of us are that mature Aries? Okay, exactly. All right. So I just felt like one person raised their hand, and I don't even know. He found out he's not an Aries. He's in wrong reading, right? But the point is, this is what we should aspire to be. For this situation to be birthed, let us do our part once again. And look how it's lined up with our divine institution. We're in the same row. They're doing their part. They're letting you know. And you're doing your part, which is to reflect on the self, work through habits, continue to work with spirit, right? Also, they're saying keep the hope alive, mentally speaking. Act like you have what it is that you already know is coming in for you. Think victoriously and emotionally be there, okay? Love this partner, for example. Yes, this partner may still be acting like a brother or sister. Maybe he's not touching you. Maybe he's not making moves toward you. Maybe he's not here. Or whatever it is, for example, in the case of a relationship. still extend the courtesy. I say courtesy, friends make fun, courtesy, whatever. Extend the courtesy, show the love, give the compassion, believe it to be the case. Fake it till you make it, okay? And love it, because you just can't see it right now because you've been hung out to dry, or so it feels. But it doesn't make it any less potent. Okay, sip, and then let's go. Okie dokie, folks. Let's continue. Yes, so this is Spirit comforting you here. You're this cute little horse, and Spirit wants to say, we know, we know, we know. They're like, we know. Now, what do they know? Whatever it is that you would like to complain about, we know. Okay? Oh, look at your ears perking up as they're comforting you. Aries people are so easily comforted. I just don't understand why. Listen, Aries, if someone can't be down with you, then they can't be down with anything. They may also not like chocolate and music and bubbles and children, right? Because get this, we're so easily pleased. We're like children. We are the child of the zodiac. Look, you may come with real frustrations, but a soothing hand, some loving words will get you right in to where you need to be. They're saying, we understand you've been waiting a long time. We understand that a lot of you have been ready, but they also want you to know that while you've been waiting and ready to go and get started on this, we really needed this divine timing because there are just so many people involved in the process, behind the scenes in the spirit world, in front of the scenes here in the physical world. Just things have to line up. What does that mean? Just a quick example. Hey, you want that man, right? Well, little did you know he's still in his relationship. You gotta wait till it falls apart, okay? That sounds negative, but that is a very real thing. Okay, so there's, you want that job, right? Well, yes, it would be the perfect job for you, but the time is not right yet. Because not only is there someone still in that position, but that person is still waiting for the person whose job they're going to take to get fired. And that person who's going to get fired hasn't even done the action yet to get fired. And when he or she gets fired, it's going to be a blessing in disguise for that person because they're going to move on and get something better than where they were. Like, it's a lot. It's a network of people working together to get you where you need to be. And so, yeah, please, they're soothing you, but they're trying to tell you that there is a reason for the timing. Now, they're also saying that for right now, because that's you, super cute, we are the fool always in the zodiac, right? And the emperor, right? But they're saying as you look out and you're ready and you're waiting to go, they want you to get rid of the negative thinking. They want you to listen to them some more. They want you to have compassion. They want you to practice what they've put in your heart, what they've put in your soul, what they've put in your mind. All of these things. Because I'm feeling this energy of yours just wanting to bust out and just get started already, right? But look at your guide. They're like, steady, steady. They're like, you can feel whatever you want. Just don't move from that spot. That dog will hunt you down. I added that last part. But anyway, they're saying that yes, they know you're ready to go, but they're still refining you, okay? And when it is time, you will get the signal, ding, and then it'll be off to the races for you. So that's what our beloved spirit guides and our angels and our friends and family are saying, and any onlookers, whoever's, right? Let's go here. Sorry. My cup is enjoying this reading. These are just 3 other cards. I love these cards, by the way. Each of the cards has a different divination tool that has been used in the past. Cool, right? Spells, alchemy, projection with scrying mirrors, and chants using lots. But anyway, let's get back to the reading. What I'm seeing here is that, let's pull this a little closer so you can see what I'm seeing. Imagine that this is the wish master. See him? He's a candle. Cute. He is the wish master. And here's you, cute little candle. Cute. And for some of you, this could be let's go with that one. This is your guide. Aw, adorable, right? Sometimes it's a couple, but in this case it's your guide. The guide is that bottle with his little star on there showing his guide status. Now, the two of you have approached this cauldron of life and you've asked for this major wish. This is a major thing that is being birthed in here for you. And that's why Spirit is literally intervening, like saying, don't mess it up. You guys made a wish with this wish master. Right? And look, there's your wish. It's coming out of that bag. I don't know if you can see it, but... And it's going to come in and it's going to... And it's going to be birthed. So what we're seeing here is this wish that you have wished. Now, wait a minute. Many wishes have been made by many people, as we see here, but not all of them have, you know, well, I guess I don't want to say not all of them have been granted, because I can't speak to that. But I will say this, not all of them have been fulfilled. And why? It's because there are so many, oopsies, I'm sorry. There are so many people, places, things, lessons, all sorts of stuff that get in the way and that dictate, okay, I dropped some cards, excuse me, that dictate how and when and if anything does come to fruition. And in your case, Aries, I'd like you to be careful because this, your wish has been granted. Right? And it's a beautiful one. Look at it. It's fresh. It's big. And it's coming and it's going to be birthed. Look at you guys just waiting and happy. And look at your guide. Like super happy. Because listen, we are receiving it. But these people behind us, they are working hard to get everything in order. And then they have to, like, not to say babysit us, but they have to manage our moods and help us, like, be in the right place. That's hard stuff. Okay? So shout out, right? But a lot of people don't get their wishes don't have their wishes come to fruition because at the last minute they may, you know, or just whatever. But in this case, they're trying to get you to stay focused so you don't drop it at the last minute, right? We saw some obstacles. We saw some energy unstable because we're just tired of waiting. Now, what I see in this scrying mirror is that this wish is getting ready to ding, go through that portal into the physical world, which is what I said. And when it's born, it's gonna, like, you're gonna know it. You're gonna know. Now, what is that gonna look like? I don't know. It could be the job letter. It could be the love letter. It could be the baby. Oh, how cute. Being born, God bless, right? It could be a lot of stuff. It could be a tower moment for some of you, but it may not need to be, right? There just could be so many things. It's based on your situation. And I'm excited, super excited. So that these cards confirm what we just read, which makes me happy. Built-in confirmations, quality control. All right, the last 6 cards that I'm seeing here are, again, summarizing. I love when I get summaries in here because it helps me to see whether or not, you know, things are kosher. Here's the Hangman. Again, you got the Hangman earlier, where it shows you are between two minds about what to do. These are your afflictions right now, okay? You're in the Hangman. You're between two minds. You don't know whether or not to take it. This is the 4 of Cups, the discontented person. You got the cup being offered to you, but you're like, do I want it? Boom! And look, you got the Devil card. First of all, I'm sorry, but this card is really hot. Okay, I just want to say that. And I'm not saying the Devil's hot. I'm just saying the card is. This is great artwork. Anyway, let's move on. But what this shows me is, look, there's a part of you that is tempted to walk away from this situation. Please, if he's showing up in your reading, and if you're getting the Hangman, indecision, you're getting the 4 of Cups, discontent, and you're getting the Devil, wondering about other options, playing around with other ideas, you, my dear, are your own biggest obstacle. So that explains why this reading is probably being brought to you today by our good friends in spirit, because they don't want you to falter as you come up to the end, okay? Now, let's take a look here. These cards, let me put them here together so we can see, so you can see, because I can see. All right. So these are your issues here, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oops. The indecision, the discontent and boredom, and the options, the temptation. Now, What are those temptations? Temptations to slide into certain ideologies, temptations to say, well, maybe there's something else out there. Denial about what's being given to you could also mean there are other men and women you want to play with while you're waiting. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? Spirit is saying, that's the Seven of Swords. It's deception, okay? You're deceiving yourself into seeing this indecision. Sometimes they say confusion. What was it? Confusion. There's a psychological concept where sometimes we know what needs to be done, right? But we deny that. We deny it. It's denial of the self. Like, we deny that we know what's going on. And how does that denial manifest? As confusion, right? As indecision. They call it confusion as a form of denial. What? I don't know what to do. What should I do? Just tell me what. Listen, you know what you need to do. Stop trying to act like you don't know what you need to do. Okay? That's this. They're saying that if you're feeling indecisive about what to do with the situation, that's a lie to yourself. So I would ask you to meditate on that. How am I lying to myself? Do I really know what needs to be done? It's case closed. Yes, I know. Here's what I always do with my friends, and I do it as well. I put my hand on my heart and I close my eyes. I close my eyes to stop that engagement with the physical mind, the mental mind, so to speak. And I ask myself a question, and I just go with what comes first. And what would that look like, for example? It's like, what's the best course of action? And whatever comes up, comes up. Okay? Now, I know that sounds strange, but it actually works. Now, I'm going to tell a story about my friend. Shout out if she's listening. She's also an Aries. Hi. No names, no names. She was wondering about this guy that she was starting to talk to on some dating site, right? And when I asked her, I was like, well, let's do, she's like, well, should I keep talking to this guy or what? Like, is he, or should I stop this? So I said, let's try the technique. And so she put her hand on her heart, she closed her eyes, and I asked her in a soothing way. First, I tried to get her to relax. I'm like, breathe in, breathe out. And really, the reason to do that is to get the mind off of the mind and onto the body. Breathe in, breathe out. Enjoy where you are, blah, 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 blah. And then I just asked, after about 30 seconds, what, you really know the truth, what do you need to do? And then she answered right away. She's like, I need to move on because this person isn't good for me and this person is not the one for me, or something like that. And then she opened her eyes, and I was like, great, open your eyes. And then I asked, now what did you just say? And she, just as quickly as that, I said, okay, open your eyes. Now repeat to me, what did you just say? And she said, oh, you know what? I think I'm going to keep trying with him and see where it goes because he could be, it could be good for me. And I was like, what? And she's like, what? And I literally told her, dude, less than 5 seconds ago, you just said that you know what you need to do, and that's to move on from this guy because he's not the one for you. And the minute you opened your eyes, you told me that you're going to keep trying with this person because maybe there's something to discover. And we both looked at each other like, oh, and then we could not stop laughing. And it was very instructional because in that moment, we see the very famous, often talked about, heart and mind split, okay? They say we always know the answer. So if you are ever in a state of I don't know what to do, then the question is, what's blocking you? What about you are you blocking? How are you blocking yourself from acknowledging the answer you already know? And that's it. Okay, crazy, right? Now, the reason why on her conscious level, she kept thinking she had to keep up with this person is because there was a lesson to learn. There was a spiritual lesson to learn that she hadn't learned yet. And maybe, once she keeps going with him, she'll be like, oh, I'm tired of this guy. It's going nowhere. Next. But I caught her early on before she had gone through this lesson. So on a subconscious level, she knew that he wasn't going to be the one, but the conscious part of her that's still on this physical plane needed to go through the lesson so that she can get in alignment. That's what it means to get in alignment with that higher part of herself. Anyway, that's sorry, not to digress, but I'm sure somebody needed to hear that. Maybe that was me. Anyway, so this is confusion as a form of a denial. You already know what you need to do. They're saying when it comes to discontent and boredom with this situation, stop lying, baby. This is it. This is the ace of coins. This is legit. This is a gift from God. Okay? So that boredom is all you. Now check it out. Temptation. That's you. But you know what? Spirit is saying we understand. Why? Because it's the wheel. You've been waiting for so long. But look, ding. Look. Now it's time for this to come in. It's time. All right? Don't you love how these cards, I mean, how do these cards do it? I don't know. It's not the cards, it's spirit. But anyway, so they're saying that they understand you've been exploring other options, wanting other options, thinking about other things, and they understand why it's been taking too long, but they want to assure you that now is the time, okay? And that's it, my dears. That's all that's fit to print for the month of May 2019. Aries, mwah, I love you to death. Here's my suggestion. Please keep listening back to this reading throughout the month of May. Now, I'm guilty. I don't usually do that at times, but I have a friend who does do that with her readings, you know, the ones that I give her and then the ones that she looks at online. She's a Pisces, and it's uncanny. Anyway, and so she's still listening to readings that I gave her like back in December that are still coming to fruition. So imagine if we don't keep checking back, then we kind of miss the guidance that's there for us. All right, so thank you guys, and thank you, Spirit. Yay. Go forth and conquer, and I will see you guys later. Bye.